In this lecture, we'll be taking a look at HTTP POST request. So HTTP POST request is basically used to send data to a resource or URL. And these requests show query names and values only in the body of the request. So you will not see anything in the URL or address bar of the browser. And these requests are never bookmarked, and they are never cached, and they will not remain in our browser history. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this POST request works. So here we have a form, and you can see that this form is having a couple of fields like name and email. And here we have given each input a name value. So name is username, and here email name is usermail. Now you'll also notice action set to http post.php, which is the name of this page itself, and then the method that we are using is post. If we do not specify any method at all, that means we are referring to a GET request. Now here we are all set with our forms, and when we will submit this data, you'll see that this data will then be shown to us. So here, this is the form that we have. Now if I go ahead and enter some data over here, SkillBakery, let's say, and email ID. Now in this case, if I show you the console view under network, let's preserve the log and click on submit over here. You'll notice the request is being sent, status is as 200. If I click on this and go to the headers tab, you'll find that the request method was post and the status code came as 200. Now down here you'll find form data, where username is being sent as SkillBakery and usermail is sent as contact@skillbakery.com. Now here, once we have submitted our form by clicking on the submit button, you'll notice that that's what we are printing over here. So one thing that we need to find out in this page is how we are deciding when the post back is happening. So here in our code, you'll notice that we are checking this server variable, that's the request method. So if the request method is post, in that case we know that some data has been posted on this form, and using the extract method we are again converting all those parameters to variables. So here we have username and usermail. This is what we are converting. So username and usermail. And once we have those values, we are simply printing them out using the echo method. So that's how the POST request works.